Another job for Boiler Trust. I'm just setting up the internet on the boiler at the moment. So got this tank system here. We didn't put this in, but we did move it. It was actually right the way across the front of the boiler when we arrived, and making the install a bit of a nightmare. That's not my burning, by the way. That's the plumber before, for the Worcester Bosch installer. Right, so we moved the tank across, shifted that out the way, moved the pump around, that was round the back there, so get everything to fit there. And got the Viessmann 200. We've got underfloor heating on the ground floor. Now Viessmann having a bit of trouble due to Brexit getting some bits over, so we've had to use the Esby mixer on this job and the wall mounted mixer rather than the Viessmann mixer. That's caused us a little bit of a headache because it's a little bit more complicated than setting up the Viessmann system. This is the pump from the underfloor. This came off the manifold downstairs that's been repurposed to this floor. A new pump in the background there. And we've got close coupled T's employed underneath the boiler. Low loss header sensor in effect. Non-return valve, circuit pump for the radiator system. And off this way we've got our mixing valve, 3-port mixing valve. That's our return, so cold feed in. That's our mix flow out, down, and that's our mix flow sensor. So coming around on the return, so that's return from the radiator circuit, non-return valve, return from underfloor. That's coming back through one of these big magnetic filter thingies and off round. Now, just recently we've been doing some experimentation and we discovered that the point of the low loss header or the close couple T's is not the neutral point. It is a point of no pressure change, but not the neutral point. So you have to establish it as a neutral point. So attaching the expansion vessel as close as possible to that point establishes our neutral point, and nice and close to return of that system there, and as close as we can to those pumps on this circuit as well in the overall design. So overall very happy with it. It was a little bit hard to get going, it was a bit air locked up on the heating circuit, and the Esby valve was somewhat complicated to set up, but we did get there in the end.